as we move to Treyvor. Treyvor, you've just entered your town. You're walking through kind of, doing what almost feels natural to you. This walk towards your manor, but the long way, as you are inspecting the town and showing a presence. You have had villagers and townsfolk alike run up to you, walk up to you and thank you. You've been handed a basket of apples to take back to your home and to the lady of the house to bring home to Sifina. Many of the people here are happy. The knights regard you and lower their heads in honor to you. They brandish the emblem of your family, not hidden or scarred or marred, but brought to light and to honor once again. As each of these knights around you that guard your home wear it with pride. You find yourself at the docks, where you are staring out at the sea. Well, more like this is a lake, just a very large lake, but it holds seawater. It's an inland ocean. And as you're looking about the fishing ships that are out there, a tap on your shoulder, a little ting-ting on your armor.
He's gonna just kind of turn to see who's tapping on his armor.
It is your sister, or one of them. Hey, Treyvor, what are you doing down here by the docks?
Just,
You're not thinking about being a sailor now, right?
Oh.
You're already a hero, a king, a knight, and a holy soldier. You really think that a sailor is the next thing you should do?
No, just getting some fresh air, clearing my head, just making sure everything is good.
You're not having those dreams again, are you?
He stops and thinks about it a little bit as his doubts from earlier are kind of a little bit fuzzier. And he just kind of shrugs. He's like, I guess so.
Look, you've done a lot, Treyvor. You've done exactly what you promised us. You pulled our family name back into the light, and you showed that father and brothers that what they were put to death for was not their doing, and that they were wrongfully charged, and you took down that order that lied to you and used you as a weapon. You've done a lot. You've saved countless countries across the land, which has done amazing for this country. I mean, I understand you don't want to go back to Alor because of bad memories, but the fact that you found brother here, even though he was supposed to be dead, is... I don't even understand that one. And what happened to him was not your fault.
I want to see if I can do like a history to see if I remember what happened to him as she's saying that.
Very well.
That's a...
Nothing but fog. You can't remember anything from after. You can't remember anything after jumping into the hole in Denza. Everything else is just so foggy, and it kind of a little bit stings the back of your eyes to think about.
He's gonna...
She kind of interrupts you as you're about to do what you're doing. She's just kind of like does that rambunctious kind of interruption. We should go pick up Sifina. Her church thingamajigger should be done by now. I've never been really the religious type, but good on you. She's a good woman.
Yeah, she is. And he's just gonna kind of smile, but he's really troubled that he can't remember what happened to his brother. but he's just going to kind of nod and he's going to follow along. He's like, "Yeah, let's go." As they start to walk, he wants to look at her. He's like, "Forgive me, I'm still a little bit foggy with everything that's going on. Did you say king?"
Yes. I mean, after your whole hero thing, you came back to clean up the rest of what the problems were. You did a lot, and the people spoke rather loud, and they wanted you to be the ruler. And so you've been probably king for the last like 3 years.
Fucking what?
You've been king for the last 3 years, brother.
That's me. That's not Treyvor. That's me. I beg your fucking pardon?
Oh, don't worry about it, says the DM.
Okay.
But yeah, you've been king for the last 3 years. I mean, how do you not has that sunken in the 3 years? I was pretty sure with all the paperwork you did, it would have sunken in by now.
You'd think that.
Well, you were always the hard-headed one.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even think that the king is the highest thing that you should be concerned about. You're a holy soldier. You're a direct hand of a god. Like, you literally can mobilize devas. By the way, that does remind me. You got another message from Edmund asking when you'll be arriving to support them in the north in the Underdark. But I'll let that I was told to let you know, Mother's doing a wonderful job with helping you run this nation and everything, but at the same time, you gotta read some of these letters before you just go out and wander around.
I guess I was going to take care of it when I got back. I was just, you know how it is. Just distracted, I guess.
Oh, well, I mean, that's Treyvor in a nutshell. You hear from Agnes, that be the story and a half right there.
He just kind of nods. The fog is getting like thicker and thicker, and he's beginning to kind of just, okay, yeah, we're struggling, just had a bad dream. He's beginning to kind of accept it more as he's walking along.
And as you're walking along, you can hear a bit of a commotion as in the city square, surrounded by a bunch of guards, which you're actually now starting to wonder, why don't you have any guards to your sister? Where she just kind of like looks up at you as you look and see your mother surrounded by a guard detail. She just looks at you and winks and then rushes away, hiding amongst the crowd. As your mother looks over to you and smiles and begins to move over to you. Very regal, very well-mannered. She almost seems more like the leader of this nation than you are right now.
That tracks.
Hello, son. I see you're out for another one of your random strolls, or are you off to go pick up your wife?
Both? Yeah, both. Both is good.
Have you read the letters that came in?
I was informed of their arrival. I was going to get to it as soon as we got back.
Well, I don't want to speak too much of our courtly duties out and about in the town, but there is a few things. Edmund still is requesting aid, and you promised him you would send soldiers. And then there is the other Knight Order that wants to swear loyalty to you here in this kingdom, and they want to build a fort near our western border. I believe a unit of them will be arriving today. So you should probably retrieve your dear wife and get ready and make sure you've read up on their message and their requests.
Yes, I will I will do that right away.
I know you will, son. She gives you a smile. You look like your father, but more handsome because of me.
He's gonna give her a hug, and he's gonna say, "I will talk to you more about this later."
That hug hits you. It hits you so hard because she is so warm. It reminds you of childhood. You don't want to let go. And as you are accepting this and you're feeling this, and suddenly you can hear the sounds of the people around you go quieter and quieter, and static begins to uptick like this. To us, it would sound like a TV on one of those off stations turned to full blast. As you pull away, you realize your mother isn't moving. No one is moving. Then through the static, you start to hear Treyvor. Treyvor. Treyvor! As
Sword
Zoe
drawn
appears
immediately.
right to the left of you, off in the distance between some villagers.
He is kind of like up in a guarded stance. He sees Zoe, recognizes him, and he's like, "Zoe? What's going on? What the fuck are you doing here right now?"
We're all asking this at the same time. But you are still asleep. You have yet to fulfill your duty as a leader to us, or to most of us. The child is still alive, and you still have a mission you have not completed.
I'm sorry. Fucking what?
Allow me to repeat myself. You are still sleeping. After we entered this door and cavern, you all have been any kind of things. You all have been separated from one another in this little dream of yours. And Syphina is waiting for you. And she is not safe.
He very slowly begins to approach. The sword is still in hand, but it's kind of like his stance is kind of lowered. He goes, "I'm going to need you to explain that last little bit."
Zoe will look around and kind of float up, kind of just admiring the spell that he's in. What is there to explain? Syphina is also still trapped. Yeah. Wisping away in her little daydream as you do also. But I have a high confidence that she will leave. And when she does, she will be left alone unless you are to come with me now.
Insight.
Give me a wisdom save.
Oh, wisdom save? I like that
Yep.
better, actually. Okay, thank you. It's 13.
The surrounding begins to shift a little as the people don't seem as clear. The sky grows dark like the night. But there's a weird red hue to the sky. But everything other than that seems fine. Mayhaps someone's playing playing a trick on you, casting an illusion.
Let me see something here. Give me just 1 second. I'm looking at something. Nope, I don't have anything particularly special that I can do with that. He's just gonna kind of like blink, and he's looking around. He's unsettled by the way everything is looking right now.
Syphina's
And
a smart one. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, he's gonna look at Zoe. He's like, what are you doing?
Sifina's a smart one. She'll understand her duties and the responsibility she has to come back. Shall I tell her that you're leaving her alone in this journey when I've seen you stick together and protect her so much thus far?
And he just kind of like stops and pinches the bridge of nose. He's like, she's at the church. She's getting done leading, and he stops. He's trying to remember anything about her after going down the hole.
It doesn't come to you.
Okay, let's say for a moment that I believe you. What do I need to do?
You need to come with me back to reality. And we need to finish our mission.
He looks around the town again. He's not sure what he wants to do. He's not sure where he wants to go.
Off in the distance, you can see your sister still, like, frozen, but still moving her way sneakily through the crowd to hide from your mother. Your mother's arms still outstretched, almost like waiting for you to embrace her once again.
I'm gonna walk up to my mother, and I'm going to take a finger and I'm just going to push it against her forehead.
It's physical. It's the soft skin of a much more aged, so slightly aged version of your mother, but you can feel flesh, bone, warmth.
Excuse me. I want to see if I can do a perception to really stop and look at this.
Very well.
That's a 16.
As you really take a moment and you look, not trying to reach into the fog, but exist in the clear moments of your brain, the hue to the sky begins to move. As you look around, the buildings are now ablaze, ruined, your banners torn, shredded, the people all lay slaughtered in your town, in your village, in your kingdom. And the red hand of vengeance, banners fly high. Your mother's no longer there. Your sister no longer there. At least not living.
He turns around to face Zoe, and he sheaths his blade. He walks
When you
up
go to
very
sheath your blade, Agnes is shattered in your hand. He's broken. You're holding a broken hilt.
He just drops the broken hilt, and he walks up to Zoe, and he says, "If this is some kind of trick, I swear by my oath I will choke the life out of you with my bare fucking hands. If what you say is true,
Redirect
what you
that
say is
anger
true,
elsewhere
we'll have my
and come with me.
gratitude."
Well, then let's go. You're wasting time.
He's gonna take one last look around, and he just clenches his fist, but he's trying to hold it together because he has to see how this plays out, and he's going to follow Zoe.
All right. And as you follow Zoe, suddenly you are met with the same void, the blackness, the endless abyss that you remember much clearer as the next step in your memory. As we move over to Kain.
God fucking damn it, Pat. It's good stuff.
Kain, thank you. Kain, as you are walking.
I think
What's up? She not
back.
here? Okay. Kain, as you are walking away to get some breather, you are, of course, met up with by people around you. People who live in this town of Brovia. Undead, well, reborn. Not fully undead. They're not zombies or skeletons and the like. But hexbloods, dampiers, and even vampires walk without fear, without hate, without worry, or urge to end mortal life. Here, all is satiated. Here, all is kept safe. And it just brings a bit of light to your half vampire heart. As you are walking around, you are greeted with bows and smiles. Young, reborn children who would normally be hunted down and live a life of constant suffering due to the fact that they are reborn at such a young age they will never grow, now are treated as they are aged. They are taught math, they're taught reading, they're taught writing, and they are allowed to grow mentally, at least, into lives that would normally be dreadful. In this plane of dread, happiness is all abound. Safety. And off in the distance, you can see somebody helping out what looks to be a stall, a vegetable stall, giving aid to offloading a trailer, a cart. It's a beautiful woman. You remember her as that vicious, jealous beau. But now she stands mortal. Well, as mortal as she can be. But flesh, not wood. Freed from her bounds of her weapon. She turns. Hello, Kain. You want to give me a hand?
Sure. Yeah.
Are you okay? You and Aster didn't get into another conversation about bringing non-dampiers and all them into this realm, right?
We may have.
You can't look. I don't really care what you do. I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to be kept up throughout the night again. All right. Look, I'm very obviously beautiful, and I need my rest. All right. I've got to stay this way so that others don't try to take you away, because we don't need another Sifina incident. We dealt with that. We're friends now, but we don't need that, right?
No.
Oh, I'm alive because I'm
alive.
I mean, you're trying to think back, and the only time you remember is when back in bow form she purposefully traced an arrow to shoot Sifina a few times, trying to kill her. But she kind of like looks at you. She can see that you're remembering, and she places a hand on your cheek. Because I'm a lot stronger now, and I wouldn't fail.
I mean, she's pretty much a goddess, so...
Well, I don't mean Sifina.
I don't know.
Like I said, we dealt with that. Plus, she's busy. She married Treyvor and all of that, and, they run a kingdom now, much like you do, I guess. But I mean, like any of these little undead vampire harlots around here, that I've got to always stay watching out for. Aster, I don't really mind, I mean, like I said, I am your only woman, right?
Of course.
But as you're helping her offload groceries, this elderly lady who's a hexblood, definitely a hag or witch, is smiling at you. Well, I think that's all of it. Why aren't you at the party? They're throwing it for you. You know that, right?
Just a lot of people. Something feels wrong.
Well, I believe that's either A. Let's walk and talk. Let's head back. Let's head back home. That's either A, survivor's guilt. A lot of your kind didn't survive, and your father, you had to do something that you didn't want to do, but you know you needed to do it. It's not your fault. You know he wouldn't blame you. But it's either...
Can I glean what she's talking about from that?
You can, I'm gonna say, as much as Kain can glean. No roll attached. Look, I don't want to, if you're having another one of these moments, because it's either survivor's guilt or your, what is that word? It's, what's that thing where people think that they shouldn't be liked, or they shouldn't be in the position they're at, or the fame that they have isn't right. Imposter syndrome. That's what it is. You know, you've always been a boy who struggles with that, especially when you became a hero.
His eye kind of twitches at the term hero.
Well, you are
sure.
one. You can try to ignore that all you want. You saved 2 entire countries and an entire world, my dear. Well, I mean, you had help from me, of course, because you couldn't have done it without me. And I'm gonna say this, but your party definitely played a part in it. But you could have done it on your own. At least with me.
I'm not entirely sure about that, but I love it.
Well, here we are, as you are now standing in front of a magnificent Gothic-style manor, verging on castle. Up on top of a hill, you look around, you see all of Rovia, and in the distance, on the other side of the town, is a school, a mighty school. As she places a hand on your hand, and that there will make you a hero to much more.
Too many adventures died.
They have. No more, though. You and Alid work together. He catches them, sends them here, and you give them a purpose in life. Just like your father wanted you to have. Would you like to go see his grave? Would that make you feel better? I know I know spending time at his grave sometimes calms you, as much as it may bring sadness as well. And don't worry, I'll calm those dogs while you're at it.
Those are the hellhounds, by the way.
The arrowhounds.
Those goddamn harrow hounds. I'm gonna have to punish them.
Oh. Yeah.
Very well. He's,
Kain is so torn right now. He knows something's wrong, but he's just like, okay.
He's just in the back, my dear. as she leads you there, gives you a quick hug and a kiss on the cheek, and then heads off as you can see a black fireball come into her hand as she goes, "Oh, Harrow Hounds, I'm going to have to teach you a lesson about how to be quiet when I'm having a conversation." And now you stand at a modest but well-crafted gravestone of a valiant man statued behind, looking to the sky while the night sky gleams through past the statue. You look much like him. You don't really remember what your mother looked like, so you don't have a way to attach features to her, but you can definitely see the resemblance in him. Do you have any words you want to say?
Kain, does Kain remember any interactions he's had with his father?
You get a bit of an emotional feeling, like something deep in your soul and your heart feels almost a yearning for him, like a child reaching for a father as they are being taken away. Not sure if it's the last time they'll ever see them.
Figure out a way to bring it back. And he kind of reaches out and touches the statue. Is the what does the text on the gravestone say?
Here lies Craven, the puppeteer of all, whose master plan was to end his life through his son's hands, to bring about victory, honor, and a home for those who are rejected. Here lies a hero who sacrificed all.
There's no, first name on there?
No. Canonically, he didn't like to go by his first name.
I want to look around and do things still feel wrong?
No. Now they don't. Now they feel fine. That after visiting the grave, things have calmed down and everything's starting to feel okay again. You can hear distant fireballs going off and dogs yelping and barking and sounds of teleportation. Just faintly.
I guess I will start work.
Okay. As you begin to head away, suddenly the night's sounds quiet down as static be heard. Aster turns the corner and begins to say something to you. He seems to have a bit of a serious face on him as he's trying to tell you something, but the static is just so loud. He grabs your hand and is trying to get your attention, but you still can't hear him. As you're trying your best to understand what he's saying, you can start to hear something else. You start to hear your name being called. Kain. Kain. Kain! As behind you, you hear Zoe's voice. And everything goes still. In the distance, you can see what seems like a explosion at the tavern. But everything is still and frozen.
Gonna turn towards Zoe's voice.
You do see him standing there.
You have the most beautiful, ideal future, Kain. Do you feel it? That something's off here?
Did. Moment.
Then I guess I'm here to remind you. It's time to come back.
He kind of just raises a brow back.
That it is. This future is nothing but an illusion, a trick of the mind to show you what you want in your future, what can be. But you haven't earned this yet. Your birthright has not yet been fulfilled.
My birthright?
Your birthright. It's time for you to come back to fulfill your duty to your family, to your lineage.
Kain will look towards the tavern that just started to explode. And then he looks at Aster. I suppose it's nice to know it's possible.
I'm most sure that it is possible, but you have not made it possible yet.
As he says
it-
that,
oh.
as he says that, Aster disappears in front of you, fading away into dust, crumbling slowly.
Fuck.
As you turn and these bits of dust that once was Aster shifts and moves behind you, you turn around, looking towards Zoe. Behind him sits 3 graves: Lamia, Aster, and Craven. The land around you now is void, empty and barren.
Oh, I'm so tired. Fucking with my head, my emotions. He looks at Zoe. Get me out of here before I kill someone.
Zoe kind of smiled and hands out an arm. I was hoping you'd say that. Let's go.
Kain will reach out to take his hand.
And with that, everything falls into black void, shadow, and the abyss that you remember is true. All right. So, we're going to move over now to good old Sif. Sif, you're sitting down at the table. Your dear daughter has just served you food and is, making sure you're okay after having a conversation with you and reassuring you that everything is okay now. You don't need to worry. And Trick is sitting at the table and also has that paw on your hand, reassuring you. Outside the window, it is it's a rainy day, but in that kind of beautiful way. Your farm is just the way that you want it. You know, it took a lot of work to get this way, but you're back. You're back here. You have your daughter. You have Trick. You're no longer dealing with monsters and other people's bullshit. No hag. Sure, Rabbit might have gotten away, but you can deal with him now. You have the power. But it's warm here. It's a warm place.
Maybe some food will calm my mind.
Wow.
It's
I got you the food. Don't worry. It's right here. She sets it down. I've worked hard to learn Mother's recipe. It's kind of hard to remember something from taste alone, but I think I got it.
I bet you it's great as your mother's. Trick, honey, one last thing.
What is it?
You look as lovely as the day as a...
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah. I still have to, remind you of thank you every now and then when you saved me. Being the only one, I guess, in that party that wanted to resurrect me. But still, we've dealt with that situation. I may have a little bit of a grudge, but, cats can hold a grudge for a while.
I mean, don't waste your life.
Well, I don't have
got
9
each
of
other,
them
that's all we
anymore.
need.
Yes. That is all we need.
I'm gonna try the food that Artemis makes, and with it, can I make a... Oh shit! I don't want to try to
go
break
ahead.
myself from the... Okay. Does it taste like normal food? I guess.
Oh, it tastes delicious. It's not exactly the same as your former wife would have made it. Hers was a little sweeter. Seems your daughter has opted for a bit more spice.
Honey, you know this is the best. Your mother always had her way of doing it, but spot on. I can't even tell the difference.
You see her kind of choke up a little bit as she turns around, and you can hear a little bit of wobbling in her voice. Thanks, Dad. That means a lot to me.
So, what's on the agenda for... what do we do? We just sit here and...
until breakfast is over, and then I've got a shop in town.
I'm sorry, I feel so lost. I feel like I don't even know what I do around here.
Oh, that's okay. Sometimes you wake up this way. It's... First of all, going through all of that in the Feywild, and, your time has already been weird as is, but... So, that's fully understandable. Your daughter kind of just pats you on the shoulder, and she says, well, me and you work the farm, like we used to. Trick owns a shop in town, a magic shop.
Okay.
We occasionally go into town and sell our goods, and we sometimes, if Trick needs help, we help.
So, where's everybody else? I mean,
Are you talking about your friends?
yeah.
Says Trick. Well, Treyvor stayed in Valoris. He is king of a country now, and married Syphina. She's now the leader and voice of Teneleth.
Of course, I knew they'd make it.
Yeah, to be honest, the only thing that could have separated them was death, and death was on Syphina's side, so... And then Kain made his father's dream a reality and worked with Alad, the original vampire, the source of vampires, and made Barovia, the plane. He recently is just announced he's opening his school up to people from out of the Dread Plane. So he may ask you to teach a few wizard lessons. Kain. But... And then Edmund is king king of the Underdark. His rule is powerful, and his two boys are growing up. I believe it is going to be his eldest's birthday soon. We did get an invite. Ilvasar said that he'd help us get there. Gorez, we really haven't heard much from Gorez ever since, he became the leader of the Flame Carnival and travels between the two countries.
Well, if you can see him or hear him, it's too late.
That's very true. That's very true. And then, Zoe. We haven't really heard much from Zoe. Yeah. After what you told me is after you guys finished some things up in Dimoric and you kind of just vanished.
Yeah. Probably doing some eldritch things. Whatever. I mean, just ease my mind a little bit. Thank you for it.
Of course.
I'll make sure to finish the rest of this.
Trick gets up and kind of scurries over, leans over the table a little bit. She is much shorter because she's a cat. Gives you a quick, she gives Felis. She gives you a quick kiss, and then
God damn it.
she says, "Well, I gotta head to the shop, so I'll see you there later, right?"
Oh, you'll see. I will see more of you later.
All right. Then you're here, Dad. Please.
Are you gonna get your own place? God damn it.
To be honest, I'm looking, but if you keep having these moments of relapsing, I don't know if it's safe to leave you alone. You can, call down meteors from the sky and all.
No, honestly, it's heaven with both of my girls here. Wouldn't want it any other way.
As she's, Trick grabs her coat. Suddenly, they are talking to each other, and the two girls, and then they are kind of like chiming in towards you, and as you go to say something, your ears start to static, and you can't hear your own words, as both of them look very concerned as they start to try to get you to acknowledge them, and they're saying something to you, but you can't hear them. They're reaching out and moving you, kind of shaking you, and then they stop. Deadpan, frozen, mid-action. As through the static, you start to hear something. Sif. As you hear Zoe's voice come from the other side of the kitchen.
Oh, fuck. What the fuck are you doing here? Are they still, is this time still, or?
Yeah, everything's frozen. Almost like something has put the time stop spell.
The fuck are you doing here?
I'm here to bring you back, Sif. I know this must be hard to hear.
Back from what? I'm home.
You're dreaming of home, of what you want in your future, of what you may very well can have. But it's not real.
You're right here, they're right here. I mean, just unfreeze them. We don't have to do all this.
It's not me.
Can I make a insight check on what he's...
Sure. Give me an insight check.
Well, another natural one. Oh, 16!
He's right. You can tell that in his voice he's telling the truth, that it's not him. But the only other person you've known to ever be able to cast Time Stop is you,
Is him.
Ilvasar, him, or the hag.
Oh! And Rabbit's still alive. How do I know you're the real Zoe?
He'll float in front of him and kind of hold out his arms. I'm the one moving, aren't I? I feel real. Come on, Sif. I feel like we've been through enough together for you to know that at least I'm honest with you, if not brutally so.
I'm gonna look back at Trick and Artemis.
They still have that panicked look on their face, like they're worried about you. They're scared. They're worried that you're not responding, but they're frozen.
As his heart
And that-
starts beating faster. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just finishing up. They're frozen in fear.
I don't want to believe you. Even if
No.
whatever you say is true. Look at what I have here.
I know, Sif. I can only imagine what you're going through. He kind of holds back. I wouldn't want to leave either. But you have to. Or you'll die alongside them, and this reality will never be possible. Because you won't be there to be with them.
Don't you be lying to me. Don't you lie to me. Fuck. Okay. I go with you and do what? Fucking. Fuck! Don't you be fucking lying to me. And I'm gonna walk up to Trick and Artemis, place a hand on each of their cheeks. If what he says is, oh, well, he'll whisper. If what he says is true, we can have this all one day.
As you say that, suddenly you can hear the house around you creak as it begins to degrade, fall to pieces, showing its burned truth. As beneath you, where once they stood, are now two graves.
Shit. He'll fall to his knees. Just get me the fuck out of here. Just get me out of here. Oh. Let's go. No. And,
Zoe will kind of float down beside him and kind of wrap an arm around, trying to comfort.
And as you do
Let's go
so,
get them together. I give you my word.
world fades to that abyss that we all know is true. However, you all now find yourselves sitting up, back in the room that you once found the flesh door, but now only a single door sits instead of three. The door is open and a staircase is shown. And with that, we'll end the session.
God.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yeah,
If our Patreon's out, check out our Patreon. We have lots of things. And if you can't support us financially, tell people about us. Let us show this emotion and this passion for D&D and storytelling to everyone else you know. We love you. Check out our link tree. It should be on the overlay and down in the description if you want to find out about all of our other stuff. And we love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.
bye.